For over 90 million years, the plant family Brassicales and the butterfly family Pierinae have been locked in the unrelenting back and forth of two struggles for survival intimately linked. The caterpillar survives by eating the plant. The plant survives by not getting eaten. If each species' success is predicated on the other's failure, who wins? The answer is no one, or perhaps biodiversity, as long as coevolution has its way. That is, if one species' evolution influences another species' evolution, which then affects the first species' evolution and causes new branches to split off the tree of life, and so on and on and on. The weapon of choice in this evolutionary arms race is a chemical compound called a glucosinolate. In undamaged brassicales, the glucosinolates are stored separately from the enzyme myrosinase. But when the caterpillar bites into the plant and damages it, glucosinolates and myrosinase are released. The enzyme breaks the compound down into products that are toxic to the caterpillar and delicious to us. We know them as mustards. 77.5 million years ago, the Brassicales genome duplicated, providing a whole new set of genes to experiment with, and leading to the evolution of an especially toxic glucosinolate. Suddenly, the Brassicales weren't so yummy anymore. Game over? Far from it. Over the next 10 million years, the caterpillars selected for a protein called a nitrile specifier protein that, when interacting with myrosinase, messes with the reaction and produces neutral products that can be excreted with feces. With the evolution of the nitrile specifier protein, caterpillars could colonize the Brassicales. Folks, we again have a ballgame. And what happens next on the great playing field of biology? The game neck and neck, the manager of the Brassicales bombers has an escalation up his sleeve. Some gene duplications here and there, and bam, the Brassicales have a more toxic mustard glucosinolate, or you could call it a mustard bomb. The Brassicales are back ahead. But the scrappy, hungry caterpillar crunchers came roaring back. Their manager selected for an amped-up nitrile specifier protein. Let's call it a bomb diffuser that could handle the Brassicales' new bomb. That's what we call a tie ball game. In the next inning, 32 million years ago, a star player evolves for the Brassicales. The Brassicacea is empowered with a mustard bomb, the likes of which the caterpillars have never seen. Of course, that never stopped our caterpillars, and they come right back with a diffuser up to the task. And that, folks, brings us to the right here, right now. Who knows where the great game of evolution will lead us next? Only two things are certain. Number one, so long as there are players on the field and a healthy umpire, the game will never end. And number two, mustard fans, if there's any winner here, it's you. May our taste buds rejoice in the splendors that the hardworking players have bestowed upon us all. This broadcast will continue indefinitely, so don't tune out anytime soon.